Greetings, Obesity Scott here, oxygen therapy consultant, Atlanta, Georgia. What we're going to be dealing with tonight is we're going to be dealing with Valtrex. We're going to be exposing the lies. Anybody that can read through the lines can debunk this, can expose this for the truth. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what Valtrex has to say for themselves, and I'm going to break some things down to you that you may need to understand a little bit more clearly, because see, a lot of times what happens is when companies like this, or when medications come to market, they tend to write things and they tend to play word games because they know that the average IQ of the common public is not high enough to completely understand what they say. So they say things and they play word games in order to try to deceive you. So we're going to look at Valtrex today. But before I get started, first thing I want to do is I want to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm so passionate about helping people to achieve success, not only in health, but in every area of their life. I guess about 2.5, 3 years ago now, one of my best friends, one of my close associates, actually contracted the herpes virus, HSV1, and when he did, this took him by surprise because he's a guy that is really into health. He's a guy that really cares about his body, that takes good care of his body. But one thing led to another, and he contracted this virus. So he literally, was going crazy. I remember it would be days where he would wake up and look in the mirror, and he would literally point to himself. You've probably seen videos of him talking to himself in the mirror, telling this virus that it's not going to have him. But he just went on a tangent. He went researching everything from Ed McCabe to Jim Humble. Talking about MMS, looking at oxygen therapy, anything. He was just determined to find a way to cure himself. So long story short is he was trying a bunch of things on himself, and he finally got to a state where he was cured. He got his immune system high enough and he was cured. Now I said, man, you got to know that I was sitting here watching this firsthand. So I said, man, you've got to show me how you did that. And he said, you know what, no problem. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I'm going to give you all the instructions. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this in a protocol so we can start helping some people. So that's what he did. He did exactly that. He put it in a protocol. He started helping some people, and people started getting their lives back. Their bodies started healing themselves. So then I was like, man, I just want to start sharing this. I want to help people the same way you are. So I started to help some people with the protocol. He taught me how to explain it. He taught me how to tell people about it. Went through a ton of study on oxygen therapy, a ton of study on viruses and how viruses attack the cells, and how this herpes virus lives and thrives. Just a bunch of stuff in this industry. And what happened was I started sharing this and helping people, and people's lives started changing. People started to get their life back. They started to get negative test results, and it was amazing. And that's what hit at the core of my person. That's what hit me at the heart, because when you see somebody's life change and when you see them get their life back, there's nothing that can put that into words. So that's what I started seeing happen, and I became more passionate about helping people. Now, like I said, I have a background in motivational speaking and training, and helping people to accomplish major feats in their life. So this was just another thing that I would be able to help people with, and all of that has brought me to today. All that has brought me to this point right here, that I believe that if you're listening to this, you're not listening to it by chance. You're listening to it because it's something you're supposed to get from this. It's something you're supposed to learn and understand. So like I say, this brought me to a place where now I'm able to help other people. I'm able to teach other people with the knowledge that I have. So that's kind of a story about me. That's why I'm so passionate about this. That's why I love what I do. And that's why I'm out to give you the truth. So we're going to expose Valtrex. We're going to look at a couple of things, and like I say, we're going to play it a little different tonight. I'm going to ask the questions, okay, to make your brain think. I'm not always going to give you the answer on certain instances, but because I want you to think. I want you to say, why are they saying that? Why are they doing that? Okay, why are they using these word games to try to deceive me? Okay, now, and then ultimately, what I want you to do is I want you to ask, well, what is the intention of going through all of this trouble? What is the intention to go through all this trouble? And I really want to prove to you that it's not really about you getting any type of cure or therapy or suppression. It's all about control. It's all about money. It's all about even more than money. It's all about influence. It's all about mental control. Okay, so let's travel down this road, this rabbit hole for a minute, and I'm going to show you exactly what Valtrex is about. Okay, and this may take 2 videos, so if you have to go to the next video, bear with me. Just continue through this rabbit hole with us. Okay, now this right here is Valtrex.com. I just want to show you. This is Valtrex.com. Okay, so this is their site, their recommended site. Okay, now once daily Valtrex may be right for you. Okay, now let's just deal with this. I brought out a couple of things that I want to point out. Once daily Valtrex, when taken every day as prescribed and used with safer sex practices. Okay, so they're saying that once daily, okay, when you take it as prescribed, because you can only get Valtrex as a prescription, right? And use with safer sex practices. Well, what is safer sex practices? Okay, well, let's go down here, come down a little bit, and it says always use safer sex practices. This includes always using a condom made of latex and avoiding sexual contact when you have an outbreak or think, keyword here, or think you're about to get an outbreak. Okay, so first question is, is this effective only when you're having an outbreak, or is this effective when you think you're about to have an outbreak? Okay. Now, next thing I want to point out is I want to drop down to some of the side effects. Okay. I want to jump down to some of the side effects. Okay, now you should be asking yourself, then, why are these side effects? Okay, now, to avoid potentially serious complications, tell your doctor if your immune system is not normal because of advanced HIV disease, okay, bone marrow or kidney transplant, okay. Common side effects, and these are common. This is, when it says common, it's just talking about the side effects that are gained by the average amount of people that have tried, that they've tested this with. Okay, common side effects include headaches, nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, dizziness, colds, and sore throat. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Headaches, a little nausea. Okay, maybe I throw up a little bit, a little stomach pains. I can be dizzy. You know, maybe if I don't have to live with this, or I can avoid it, then that's not too bad. I could deal with a cold or sore throat here and there, right? Okay. Now, before I deal with, I'm gonna jump back for a minute to the immune system thing. I just want to go. I want to go right back here to where it says. Let's see here. Okay. To avoid serious complications, tell your doctor if your immune system is not normal. Okay. Because of HIV disease, bone marrow, kidney transplant. Okay. Tell your doctor if your immune system is not normal. Okay. How is anybody going to know if their immune system is normal or not? Okay, well, let's look at some things. Let's look at 11 things, okay, that can weaken your immune system. All right, let me just can I move this over? Let's see here. All right, let's look at 11 things that can weaken your immune system. 1 second, I gotta squeeze this. And okay, here we go. Squeeze it a little bit more. All right, here we go. Okay. Let's first let me point out what the immune system is for. Okay, the immune system is the most important system of the body when it comes to preventing disease. We are all, here we go, born with different levels of immune system. Okay, that just lets you know that your immune system can be affected by the previous generation. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Some have a stronger immune system than others, but there are many things that can weaken an adequately strong immune system. Okay? So let's look at, well, hold on, let me read this. The immune system defends the body from developing potential harmful diseases and conditions caused by bacterial, parasitic, fungal, and viral infections. This is what we're dealing with here. The immune system defends the body from viral infections. Herpes is a viral infection. Okay, we're dealing with Valtrex, just to refresh you, and we're exposing Valtrex. So we're going down the rabbit hole here, and they talked about how the immune system can be weakened. Notify your doctor if your immune system is not normal because of HIV, bone marrow, and kidney transplant. Well, what about if your immune system is not normal because of some of these things that we're about to talk about? Okay. Now, however, problems with the immune system can lead to illness and infection. Immune response can be weakened by various external influences. Okay, let's go. Okay, chronic stress can ruin your health. Okay, so we're talking about people that have continual stress on their body caused over over events that last over long periods of times. Okay. Okay, now basically it releases a chemical in the body, okay, that compromises the immune system. That's what stress does. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Highly processed foods are bad. Okay, so basically a poor diet, okay, a poor diet can also deplete the immune system. Wait, let me just go back to that diet thing, because that's one that I want to talk about for a minute. Okay, now prolonged and excessive consumption of refined sugars, here we are, refined sugars and highly processed foods containing pesticides, chemical additives, and preservatives. I'm going to say that again. Highly processed foods that contain pesticides, chemical additives, and preservatives can weaken the immune system and make you vulnerable to developing chronic conditions. A study published by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the ability of white blood cells, okay, I want you to remember this, of white blood cells to kill bacteria is significantly hampered for up to 5 hours after eating 100 grams of sugar, equivalent to 3 cans of sweetened soft drink. Okay, so for every 3 cans of sweetened soft drink, your immune system is hampered for 5 hours. So every time you drink 3 sodas, your immune system is hampered for 5 hours. Okay, 3 sodas, you could deal with 2 candy bars. Okay, every time you consume 100 grams of sugar, okay, your white blood cells are compromised and are not able to kill bacteria. Okay. It says a healthy diet should include plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, not wheat, whole grains, okay, and low-fat milk. Now, exclude this low-fat milk because that is something that the FDA has put out there for us to drink because they want us to consume it. It's a way of hindering the colon and clogging the colon. Low-fat milk, regular milk, all of that's not good. You should be drinking almond milk. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Alcohol. Okay. Number 3 on the list, excessive alcohol. Alcohol, like sugar consumed in excess, can reduce the ability of white blood cells, here we are again, to kill germs. Okay? Damage to the immune system increases in proportion to the quantity of alcohol consumed. Okay? So again, we're dealing with alcohol reducing the ability of the white blood cells, okay, to deal with germs and bacteria. In short, excess alcohol intake will increase the number of colds you will experience. Okay, so if you're always sick, stop drinking so much. If you're always getting a cold or flu, start drinking so much. But also know that if you have herpes, okay, if you're dealing with HSV 1 or 2, then your consumption of alcohol is hurting you and healing your body, are helping your immune system to eradicate this. Okay? Inadequate sleep. Okay? Lack of sleep. Without adequate sleep, the immune system doesn't get a chance to rebuild. Okay? The immune system doesn't get a chance to rebuild, and it becomes weak. Okay? Your immune system has to replenish itself constantly. Okay? The soldiers that are fighting for your immune system to keep your body healthy has to be replenished. Okay? If you don't get the proper rest, and I know so many people work so many hard jobs, okay, from 8 till faint. Some people have 3 and 4 jobs. I have a guy right now in our program. He works 4 jobs. How do you work 4 jobs and still get adequate rest? Of course, your body's not going to heal. Of course, your immune system is going to be compromised and is going to be low. Okay, poor sleep is associated with reduced number of T cells. Okay, white blood cells that help the body fight disease. Okay, so this here again is another place where your immune system is compromised as it relates to fighting the virus or the disease of herpes. Okay, herpes is a dis-ease, it's a state of dis-ease. Okay, poor sleep will reduce the T cells, okay, white blood cells that help the body fight disease. Okay. Many studies show that people who don't get enough night's sleep, or who don't get enough sleep under 7 hours nightly, are more likely to get sick after being exposed to a virus such as the common cold. Okay, the common cold is the least of your worries. If you get exposed to herpes and your T cells are reduced, okay, your white blood cells are reduced, are hampered, they're not going to fight that virus. It's just going to have a chance to multiply. Okay. So get your right sleep, at least 7 to 10 hours. Okay. Obesity. Okay. Obesity can lead to a weak immune system. It can affect the ability of white blood cells to multiply. Okay. Your white blood cells are what deal with bacteria, disease, and germs. If they can't multiply, then the virus can outnumber them in fighting. Okay. Produce antibodies. Okay. Here we are. Producing more soldiers, renewing itself, and prevent inflammation. Okay, obesity can stop this. Okay, it can weaken the immune system. Okay, so if you are obese, then you're dealing with several issues. Okay, the first issue that you may need to look at, in all honesty, is you may be addicted to food. Okay, a food addiction is a very serious condition that needs to be dealt with. If you're dealing with a food addiction, you need to email us so we can help you through that. Okay. A study conducted by University of North Carolina Chapel Hill School of Medicine on laboratory mice shows that obesity reduces the body's ability to turn on elements of its immune system needed for controlling influenza infection. Okay, so basically your obesity slows your body down from healing itself. Okay, all this stuff, guys, it contributes to a weak immune system. Okay, lack of exercise. Okay, during moderate exercise, blood flow increases, which promotes the process of expelling, okay, toxic waste out of your body. When you run, when you exercise, you sweat. When you sweat, you expel toxins. The improved blood circulation also promotes circulation of antibodies and white blood cells. Okay, guys, here we are again. The circulation of antibodies and white blood cells that are important for fighting infections. Okay? You need those to circulate through your body. If a virus enters in a certain place of your body, or you come in contact with bacteria or germs in a certain place in your body, you need those white blood cells and antibodies to be circulating, ready to fight, okay, multiplying, renewing themselves, okay. This is what a high state of immune system, or to put your immune system in a high health state is. Okay, if you're not doing this, then automatically know that your immune system is compromised. If you're not getting sleep, you're not eating properly, you're compromising your immune system. According to one research, inactive people took twice as many sick days in 4 months when compared to people who walked briskly almost every day. Okay, even if you're at work on your lunch break, go take a 10-minute walk. Walk around the block, walk around the building, do something. Okay, get some exercise because this helps with circulation. Circulation is highly important to a strong immune system. Okay. Now, Valtrex is not talking about all of these things that reduce the immune system. They only talked about, let's go back over here. Okay, they only talked about bone marrow, okay, kidney transplant, okay, or advanced HIV. Okay, they only talking about notify your doctor if you've had one of those things. But what about if your immune system is weak from one of these things? Okay, number 7 on the chart, medications. Okay, some prescription and non-medication drugs are major toxins that many put into their bodies. Excessive use of antibiotics, excessive use of antibiotics and cold and fever fighting medications weaken your immune system. Do you see what that says? Excessive use of antibiotics, okay, and cold and fever fighting medications weaken your immune system. What is the biggest thing that sells over the counter? Cold medicine, okay, flu medicine, okay. And what do? They try to give you a shot every year to help your body fight the cold. But what do? They put the cold in you to try to make your immune system attack it so it can remember it. Okay, but that doesn't work. You don't need to put the cold in you. You need to strengthen your immune system. That's what they should be giving you, a shot with something that's going to strengthen your immune system. Okay, to fight the cold, not to weaken the cold, because every time your immune system fights something, it has to build back up in order to fight again. So if it's weakened, or you get hit with a change of weather and your body doesn't know how to react in a weak state, and that germ gets in or that wind gets in and infects your system, and your body is already in a weak state from just fighting from that shot you got, do you think you're going to get sick on top of all of the stuff that you may or may not be doing if you are taking medications, if you're not? Okay, so the question here you should be asking is, why would antibiotics and cold and fever fighting medications weaken your immune system? Well, the reason why they do it is so that you keep buying it. Okay, if you take some cold medicine, it weakens your immune system. Okay, and then you take a couple days to get over that. It takes your immune system a couple days to get over that cold. Okay, then what happens? Your immune system is compromised. If you're constantly around other people that have a cold, or in environments where cold is getting into your lungs, okay, or flu, or you're developing flu, then understand one thing: your immune system is compromised. That means you're going to have to go buy more to keep doing the same thing, because it's already weakened from a state of using antibiotics and cold fighting medications. Okay, stop using these medications. Go natural, people. That's the only way to go. That's the only way you're going to live a holistically pure life. Okay. Researchers found that certain people taking antibiotics had reduced levels, okay, the hormone messenger of the immune system, okay, cytokines, okay, the hormone messenger of the immune system, okay. So medications are reducing the hormone, okay, that is literally in the immune system. Okay, you are more likely to develop resistant bacteria or become sick in the future when your immune system is suppressed. There it is, guys. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 8. Lack of proper hygiene spread germs. Okay, lack of proper hygiene habits exposes your body to more germs, thus leading to a weak immune system. Okay, that's self-evident. Okay, you don't keep yourself clean, you don't keep yourself hygiene. Your immune system is going to be weak because it's going to be exposed to more germs, toxins coming in. Okay, things like that.